In a high-level meeting, the difference between being a participant and being a leader is not just your title, it's the professional influence in your voice.
Welcome to Business English for Success. Today, we are moving beyond basic grammar. We are here to help you navigate real-world workplace challenges with high-level communication strategies.
Imagine you are in a boardroom. The environment is formal. Do you hesitate, or do you project confidence with professional precision?
In this session, we follow Liam, a talented professional on his journey to explore the 5 levels of executive presence. From the moment he steps into the room to the final closing statement, we will analyze the strategic phrases that build credibility with senior management.
We are elevating beyond natural English. Our focus is on management English. We will show you why refining just one professional perspective can align expectations even before a complex discussion starts.
Stick with us until the end. By the time Liam finishes his meeting, you will have a clear framework to refine your own professional image and influence.
Liam is at the door. The meeting is about to begin. Let's see how he establishes his presence in the first 60 seconds. Level 1. The power of the first impression starts right now. Liam is standing outside the boardroom. The senior partners are already inside, and the atmosphere is formal. Many professionals might enter quietly and wait for an opening, but as a leader, your professional presence begins the moment you enter the room.
Exactly, Sophia. Frequently, we observe talented individuals use phrases like, "Sorry, am I interrupting?" or "Is it okay if I sit here?" While polite, these phrases may suggest you are seeking validation. They don't fully project executive presence.
Let's see how Liam handles it professionally. He enters with a composed smile and addresses the room.
Good morning, everyone. I'm pleased to be joining this session to discuss our strategic progress. Thank you for your time today. Shall we begin by reviewing the agenda on the screen?
Did you notice that? Instead of asking, "Can I start?" Liam used, "Shall we begin?" He is not seeking permission. He is guiding the flow of the meeting. This is what we call executive presence. By saying, "I'm pleased to be joining this session," Liam establishes himself as a valuable partner, not just an attendee.
And the leadership mindset here is the use of the word strategic. Using refined management terms like strategic progress helps align your mindset with senior leadership. It shows you are focused on the overarching goals, not just routine tasks.
A highly professional phrase here is, "I'm pleased to be joining this session to discuss our strategic progress." It is professional, welcoming, and carries professional weight.
Now it's your turn. If you were Liam and you were 2 minutes late due to a previous client call, would you say, "Sorry I'm late"? Or would you say, "Thank you for your patience. Let's advance our strategy"? Tell us your choice in the comments.
Liam has successfully established his presence. The board members are nodding, but now we move to the next professional milestone. A senior colleague is about to provide feedback on Liam's data. How will he respond while maintaining a composed presence? We will explore the framework of the bridge technique in Level 2, handling disagreements with grace. Stay tuned for this essential technique. Liam has just finished presenting his first strategic point. A senior colleague, David, shares an alternative viewpoint. He suggests that the proposed timeline is highly ambitious and may require further adjustment.
This is a pivotal moment. In a high-level meeting, how you navigate diverse perspectives reflects your leadership potential. Do you become defensive, or do you guide the conversation toward a collaborative solution?
Often, there is a natural tendency to protect an idea immediately. Some might say, "I don't think you are right," or "You misunderstood my point."
These phrases can limit the dialogue. They create a me versus you dynamic. In a professional environment, this can impact the collective spirit and affect how your composure is perceived.
Let's observe how Liam uses the bridge technique to acknowledge the feedback while upholding his position.
Liam, I'm concerned about the time frame. It seems a bit tight for the team.
I appreciate your perspective, David. You've raised a valid consideration regarding the resource allocation. However, by optimizing the new workflow, we can ensure a more efficient process. Shall we look at the specific milestones to see how we can address those concerns?
Excellent. Liam didn't dismiss David's view. He used the feedback as a bridge to provide further clarity.
Notice the word perspective. We prefer this over opinion because perspective is objective and professional. It suggests that David is viewing the objective from a different angle.
Also, Liam used mitigate. This is a high-level management term. Instead of saying fix the problem, he used mitigate, which sounds much more analytical and strategic. It shows he is proactively managing potential risks.
The essential phrase here is, I appreciate your perspective, and I'd like to explore how we can align on those risks together.
Now let's practice. Imagine you are Liam. A colleague says your budget is above the initial estimate. If you were in his shoes, would you choose A, I appreciate that point, let's review the value-added analysis, or B, I disagree, the budget is necessary for quality? Type A or B in the comments and tell us why. Liam has successfully transitioned a potential disagreement into a collaborative discussion. David remains engaged in the dialogue.
But just as the meeting is progressing well, the director enters with some unexpected updates. The data from the previous quarter has just arrived, and it presents a new challenge.
How does a leader navigate a sudden shift in the conversation when results require a new strategy? We will discover the power of solution-oriented language in Level 3, Managing Sudden Challenges. Stay tuned, this next part offers valuable insights for your professional development. The atmosphere in the boardroom has shifted. The director has just shared that the quarterly results are adjusting below our initial projections. Everyone is looking for clarity on the next steps.
This is a critical professional juncture for Liam. When performance data requires attention, a common reaction is to explain the past, but a leader focuses on providing a clear trajectory for the future.
Exactly. Many professionals instinctively focus on justifying the situation. They might say, it's not because of my team, or the market was very difficult, so we couldn't reach the goal.
These phrases can be perceived as reactive. They focus on the external constraints rather than the internal potential. In a management meeting, focusing only on why goals were missed can impact the leadership team's confidence in the recovery velocity.
Watch how Liam takes ownership and immediately shifts the focus to the strategic alignment. Liam, these figures require a deeper look. How do you plan to address this variance?
I acknowledge the current performance variance, and I've already begun analyzing the underlying factors. Rather than dwelling on the previous gap, I've outlined a proactive recovery strategy to realign our targets. We are currently optimizing our resource allocation to facilitate a stronger trajectory in the next quarter.
Did you hear that? Liam didn't ignore the data, but he used it as a foundation to discuss his recovery strategy. Notice the phrase, acknowledge the variance. It's much more professional than saying, I know we failed. It shows you are analytical and objective without using emotional language.
And the strategic logic here is realign our targets. Instead of saying try to fix it, Liam says realign. This term suggests that the overall vision is secure. We are simply making professional calibrations. It provides the director with a sense of stability and confidence.
A key strategy for you to remember today is I acknowledge the variance, and I've outlined a proactive recovery strategy to realign our targets.
Now, let's test your leadership intuition. If your boss asks why a project is delayed, which response shows more executive presence? A, we had some technical issues, but I'm working on it. B. We've identified an opportunity for technical optimization, and I've mobilized the team to realign our delivery schedule. Comment A or B below. Remember, the terminology you choose influences the level of trust you build with senior management.
The director seems assured by Liam's composure and his proactive plan. The environment is becoming more collaborative.
However, a plan is nothing without execution. Liam now needs to secure more resources to make this recovery strategy effective.
How do you ask for more budget or more people without sounding demanding? We will explore the framework of collaborative negotiation in Level 4, the strategic ask. This is where Liam optimizes the support he needs to drive results. Let's see how he does it. Liam's recovery strategy has been accepted by the director. However, to ensure the optimal execution of this plan, Liam needs strategic support, either in terms of resource allocation or additional team expertise.
This is a common hurdle for many professionals. There's often a concern that asking for more means needing constant supervision. However, an experienced leader views securing resources as a way to ensure long-term stability and project success.
In many cases, people might say, "I need more help because we are too busy," or "Can I have more support for this project?"
These requests focus on the I and the operational pressure. In a management setting, this can suggest that you are overstretched. Instead, your proposals should always be tied to the value creation or the final deliverables.
Watch how Liam frames his request as a collaborative investment to reach the organization's goals.
To fully implement the recovery strategy we discussed, I suggest we reallocate additional resources toward the final phase. By doing this, we can accelerate the delivery schedule and ensure the highest quality for our stakeholders. Shall we discuss the resource alignment needed to facilitate this?
Excellent. Liam didn't say, "I need more budget." He used reallocate resources to accelerate delivery. This language makes it easy for the director to provide approval.
The key word here is stakeholders. When you mention stakeholders, you remind everyone that this is about the collective reputation and success of the organization.
And notice the phrase, accelerate the delivery schedule. Every executive appreciates operational efficiency. Liam is offering a value proposition in exchange for the support he is requesting. This is the essence of strategic communication.
Today's power phrase is, to fully implement this strategy, I suggest we reallocate resources to accelerate our delivery trajectory.
Now it's your turn. If you needed a new software tool to enhance your productivity, how would you ask your manager? A, I need this software, it's very helpful. B, by investing in this tool, we can optimize our workflow and refine the overall project timeline. Type your answer A or B in the comments. Show us your leadership mindset.
Liam has the director's support. The strategic resources are approved. The meeting is almost over, but there is one last step to truly solidify his professional standing.
How do you wrap up a meeting so that everyone walks away feeling aligned and clear on their next steps? We will perfect the framework of the executive wrap-up in our final level.
Level 5 is where Liam turns a successful meeting into a sustainable professional impact. Stay tuned to see how he concludes with professional alignment. Let's see the conclusion.
The meeting is drawing to a close. Liam has successfully navigated the strategic challenges, aligned the resources, and managed the diverse perspectives. Now it's time to solidify the professional commitment.
A common hurdle at this stage is simply saying, "Thanks for coming," and leaving. However, an experienced leader uses these final minutes to ensure shared alignment and project a sense of forward momentum.
We often hear phrases like, "I think we are done here," or "If no one has anything else, we can go."
These phrases can sound a bit passive. They focus on ending the session rather than advancing the strategy. As a leader, you want to leave the room with a clear framework and a unified objective.
Watch how Liam summarizes the meeting and sets clear expectations for the next steps.
To summarize our session today, we have refined our strategic milestones and agreed on the resource alignment. I'm confident that these adjustments will support our recovery plan effectively. I will circulate the action items by the end of the day to ensure we maintain our collaborative momentum. Thank you all for your valuable contributions.
Perfectly executed. Instead of a simple goodbye, Liam used maintain our collaborative momentum. This phrase keeps everyone aligned and focused on results.
Notice the term action items. In the business world, we don't just say things to do, we say action items. It sounds precise, professional, and results-oriented.
And the strategic nuance here is the word collaborative. By acknowledging valuable contributions, Liam is sharing the progress with the entire room. This is how you build a high-performing team that earns professional respect.
Today's final power phrase is, I will circulate the action items by the end of the day to ensure we maintain our collaborative momentum.
Now for the final insight of the day. How would you feel after a meeting where someone summarized everything so clearly, like Liam? A, I feel confident and clear about the next steps. B, I feel inspired by this professional leadership in action. Tell us in the comments, and tell us which level offered the most value to you today.
Liam has walked out of the room with the director's full professional recognition. His journey today has shown us that leadership is not about the title, it's about the management English you use.
But learning is one thing, and practicing is another. Are you ready to refine your presence like Liam?
Stay tuned. In the next section, we are moving into our shadowing step by step. We have selected the essential sentences from all 5 levels for you to practice and perfect. Let's enhance your professional voice right now.
You have seen how Liam elevated his presence through words. Now it's your turn to apply these principles. We have selected 5 key sentences from today's journey for you to practice.
Remember, it's not just about the words. Pay attention to the intonation and the confidence in your pace. Speak after me when you hear the pause.
I'm pleased to be joining this session to discuss our strategic progress.
I'm pleased to be joining this session to discuss our strategic progress.
Excellent. Notice how strategic is emphasized. Let's move to the next one. I appreciate your perspective, and I'd like to explore how we can align on those risks together.
I appreciate your perspective, and I'd like to explore how we can align on those risks together.
Great work. Using perspective instead of opinion makes you sound much more objective. I acknowledge the variance, and I've outlined a proactive recovery strategy to realign our targets.
I acknowledge the variance, and I've outlined a proactive recovery strategy to realign our targets.
Fantastic. You sound like a leader who focuses on solutions and results. To fully implement this strategy, I suggest we reallocate resources to accelerate our delivery schedule.
To fully implement this strategy, I suggest we reallocate resources to accelerate our delivery schedule.
Very professional. You are highlighting the benefit for the whole organization. I will circulate the action items by the end of the day to ensure we maintain our collaborative momentum.
I will circulate the action items by the end of the day to ensure we maintain our collaborative momentum.
Outstanding. You've perfected the art of closing a meeting with professionalism.
Liam walked into the boardroom as an attendee and walked out as a recognized professional. We've covered everything from establishing presence to the executive wrap-up.
It's been a transformative journey. I think the biggest realization is that management English is about building bridges, not walls. It's about using words like perspective, realign, and mitigate to create a unified professional approach.
Exactly. Real-world communication is what truly drives career growth. We hope Liam's journey today helps you find your own leadership voice in your next meeting.
Thank you for being part of Business English for Success. Our goal is to share high-level English strategies that help you navigate workplace challenges with ease.
If you found value in this story, let us know which level was most relevant to your current career path. We look forward to seeing your professional growth in the comments.
Until next time, keep speaking with confidence and leading with integrity. Goodbye for now.
See you in our next professional journey. Goodbye.